Hello everyone. In this presentation, I will be going over the basic understanding of the Dick and Carey model. By the end of this presentation, you will understand the following: the brief history of the model, the basic understanding of the model, some advantages and disadvantages of the model, and lastly, some of the main industries that use this model. Let's jump into the brief history of the Dick and Carey model. Walter Dick, Lou Carey, and James Carey first introduced their system approach model back in 1978 when they published The Systematic Design of Instruction. Since then, it has been one of the most popular instructional design models thanks to the fact that it views learning as a comprehensive system rather than a variety of individual components. This model is a 9-step process. Now, I will begin to get into the key points of the model. Despite the seemingly complicated diagram, the steps are often only connected as far as what they do to help you figure out what to teach and how to teach it. All 9 steps are connected and some influence others indirectly while they may influence others directly. Here is a diagram of the Dick and Carey model. At its core, the Dick and Carey model is all about the relationships between educational content, context, learning behavior, and instructional technique. All of these vital components are addressed in their 9-step approach to instructional design. Now, I will begin to go into the breakdown of the 9 steps. Step 1. During the first step, you conduct need assessments to identify instructional goals. Step 2. Complete instructional analysis. Instructional analysis are conducted to determine the skills and knowledge required for the goal. This can be done through e-learning assessments, surveys, and interviews that focus on their current skill sets and knowledge base. During the third step, you analyze your learners in terms of skills, attitudes, prior knowledge, and motivation. This helps you to narrow down the specific online content that is vital for your e-learning course, rather than covering information that they have already acquired. Step 4. After collecting and analyzing all the required information, you begin writing performance objectives specifying the skills, the conditions, and the criteria for learning. The 5th steps involve the development of assessment instruments. This involves finding the ideal e-learning assessment type for your learners, such as the multiple choice questions or interactive scenarios, as well as the grading rubric and criteria. The 6th step requires you to develop an instructional strategy for presenting the information, testing, and learning activities. You should take into consideration the learning theories that are best suited for your subject matter and learners' needs. The 7th step is to select each of the learning materials, tools, and online exercises that serve the learning goals and objective. Step number 8. The 8th step involves collecting data for conducting a formative evaluation. If you find any weakness areas in the e-learning course, now is the time to fix them and ensure that every element is as effective as possible. The 9th step requires you to revise the lesson using the data collected from the formative evaluation, analysis, objective assessments, instruments, and instructional strategies and content. Step number 10 is an important part of the process that is often overlooked in taking action once you gather your data. Applying the Dick and Carey model in an e-learning helps you overcome this issue. If something is not working effectively, then do not hesitate to make changes when necessary. The following are some strengths and weaknesses with the Dick and Carey model. Because this model can be used in the various subject areas in school as well as in the business world, the strength of this model is it's flexible. Another strength is that this model is very goal-oriented and works as a system. A weakness is that the model can be time-consuming. A lot of thought and work must go into the design process. Now we will look at some industries that tend to adapt this model. The Dick and Carey model is known for being the most popular model in schools and education environments. The model is popular in e-learning literature and within academic instructional design shops. This is the basic overview of the Dick and Carey model. Thank you for viewing my